Lesson 322. I can give up but what was never real.
Hi there. Imagine realizing that all we need to sacrifice for happiness and peace of mind are things that were never real to begin with. What if all we need to let go of are merely illusions and unreal fears? Let's explore the profound shift in perspective that Lesson 322 offers us.
I can give up but what was never real. I sacrifice illusions, nothing more. And as illusions go, I find the gifts illusions tried to hide, awaiting me in shining welcome, and in readiness to give God's ancient messages to me. His memory abides in every gift that I receive of Him. And every dream serves only to conceal the self which is God's only Son, the likeness of Himself, the Holy One who still abides in Him forever, as He still abides in me.
Father, to you all sacrifice remains forever inconceivable. And so I cannot sacrifice except in dreams. As you created me, I can give up nothing you gave me. What you did not give has no reality. What loss can I anticipate except the loss of fear, and the return of love into my mind?
In other words, we all have a friend who seems so attached to their dramas that we understand they don't really want to get rid of them. It's possible they unconsciously believe these there serve a purpose. Perhaps they attract attention, and thus affection, or maybe these dramas provide them with a sense of identity, purpose, or motivation. They might even offer topics for conversation. Alternatively, it could be that their dramas have simply become their comfort zone. We all know this kind of friend, and while we may genuinely care for them, we might also find ourselves inclined to judge them for their attachment to their dramas and for their apparent unwillingness to change. And yet, have we considered the mirror effect of what we see in this friend? Have we thought about what our friend might be reflecting back to us, something we are unable to see within ourselves? We too have our own dramas and attachments to grievances, neuroses, and the like, and these can be triggered by even the smallest things, such as someone cutting us off in traffic or responding in a way we perceive as rude. How about we let go of all these things today? How about we acknowledge that they are merely illusions that our ego perceives, considering that the ego itself is an illusion in the first place? Today's lesson focuses on letting go of all these illusions. It teaches us that the only things we can truly sacrifice are just illusions, they are not real. It's about releasing our attachment to things we thought were important, but in reality, are not important at all, like the person who cut us off in traffic or the one who was rude to us. These things are trivial and, ultimately, just illusions. As we let go of these illusions, what remains are the truly important things, the real treasures that were hidden beneath the illusions. These are the gifts of God, reminders of His love, and our true nature as the Son of God. We start to discern what is truly real, lasting, and important: inner peace, God's love, heaven's joy, our purpose to remember who we are, the memory of our oneness with God and one another, our function to forgive and save the world. This is what truly matters. In contrast, the fears, worries, and material concerns of the world are not important because they are fleeting and illusory. Think about it this way: a year from now, how will those things matter? Will those fears and worries still hold significance? Will it matter that someone cut us off in traffic, that someone was rude, or even that some friend upset us for some reason? Let's just sacrifice all that. Let's sacrifice our attachments to those things, because they are just illusions, and it is in the realm of illusion where sacrifice only occurs. What is real can never be lost. What God has given us we can never lose. The only things we can lose are those that aren't real. We can let go of fear and allow love to return to our minds.
I can give up but what was never real.
I can give up but what was never real.
I can give up but what was never real.
Isn't that a liberating thought? How will this understanding change the way we lead our lives today? Are we ready to let go of the things that we know won't matter in a day, a month, or a year from now, and discover the treasures that lie hidden behind them? Continue with your practices morning and evening, and keep today's idea in mind every hour. If you catch yourself worrying too much about the trivial matters of the world today, gently remind yourself,
I can give up, but what was never real.
you're doing wonderfully. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Just a quick reminder, we're currently exploring the section titled What is Creation? If you haven't watched the introduction to this section yet, simply click on the video link that will appear on your screen shortly.
If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. Thanks. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. There's a new lesson every day.